Adriana, who has inspired you?
My parents inspire me because they are hardworking. They only finish high school in their country, but they always motivate me to get a GED and get a better job than they have.
Marco, who has inspired you to do so well?
My mom inspired me. She's a fighter and a hard worker. She always made her best effort to reach her goals. I advise you never tell yourself you can do so many.
And what are your personal goals in life?
My personal goals is I hope someday I'll be managing my own business and be a better person than I am now. I like to help other people reach their goals.
Don, what is your advice for other ESL students?
This is a golden time to get an education for a bright future. So everybody don't miss ESL class and don't do anything harmful for your health.
Thank you. Helen, tell us about someone who inspired you.
No doubt at all. Who inspired me was my mom and my godmother. Those brave women taught me to never give up my dreams. And every step is difficult, but be determined and go ahead.
Omar, tell us about someone who inspired you.
My sister inspired me to study like she did. She studied education at university and is a teacher now. Someday, I like to have my own music studio.
Any advice for other ESL students?
Yes, I advise ESL students to practice their writing on the computer.
Thank you, Omar. Lee, tell us about someone who's inspired you.
My mother inspires me. She taught me good things because she wanted me to be a good person. I hope to do well in my GED class.
Any advice for ESL students who want to succeed like you have done?
To do well in ESL, you have to attend class every night and come to class on time.
Flor, what motivated you to study English?
Myself. I needed to make the decision to learn English because I need to express my feelings to other people and I needed to get a better job.
Juan, what has motivated you to learn English?
I got impulsed to study English from my life experiences. For example, I felt frustrated when I couldn't communicate on my job, in stores, at the hospital, on the bus. When I wanted to communicate with another person, I had to use a translator. And I don't like to depend on other people to communicate.
Pedro was the president of our class this semester. Pedro, give us some words of wisdom.
Okay. I studied a little English in high school in my home country. But when you talk to native speakers, you realize you need more. If you really want to learn English, make an effort to read books, magazines, something you really like in English. Never turn on the Spanish subtitles when you watch movies. The most important thing is don't give up the ESL program because this is the most helpful tool for learning English.
Luigi, tell us about your experience learning English.
Yes. In Burma, the teachers read out loud and students listen and repeat. That is only a written test for promotion. Therefore, if students understand the grammar rules, they can pass the test easily. So we are weak in listening, comprehension, speaking, and vocabulary too. In the US, I studied English in various ways by watching videos and listening to radio from my class instructor and other students and from the pastor preaching in church. I am improving more and more.
Alfonso, what has inspired you?
My family inspired me because everyone has a good career and lives well. I would like to be a soccer coach and teach what I know to kids. I advise everyone to only watch TV in English and practice English with a friend.
Elizabeth, what has inspired you to do so well?
My inspiration is when I go somewhere and can't ask for exactly what I need or socialize with people from this country.
What is your advice for others who study English?
Try to go to school even when you are tired from work. It will help you so much, and it is not the same as learning outside of school.
Martha, who has inspired you?
My father inspired me because he's a great man and hard worker. He told me to be a good person and live a responsible life. He told me when things get difficult, it is time to fight harder.
Any advice for other students?
Yeah. Pay attention in class even if you are tired because you worked very hard that day. Don't lose this chance to learn the language because in this country, language is the base of many opportunities.
Tao, tell me about your experience in the United States.
My experience? I arrived in U.S. in December 1997. I was so shocked. At first, the life was not easy for us at all. My life had to start from zero, had no money, spoke no English, didn't have a job, and my daughter has been so sick very long time. But now everything better. They getting a lot better. The United States is my home now, and I can speak English. It's limited, but I can communicate and understand the thing around me.
Alejandro, you're the newest member of the class. You've only been here a few months. Give us your impressions.
Well, I have been amazed by Dan's ability to speak and learn. Even though he cannot see most of the text, as soon as he understands the sense of a game or an activity, he performs well or even better than many sighted students. His evidence that the only requirement to learn the language is the will to do so. Also, I like so much how willing everyone is in the class to share and explain things. No one blame anyone else if he doesn't understand or can't do something. No one tries to move faster and leave the group behind. Instead, you will always find a helping hand if you need one.